Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm so glad you could join me. So today is just a fun little video about creating a bronzy, glowy kind of look there's going to be a few new products here that you haven't seen before. So let's just jump right into it. So I want to focus on the eyes for this look first. And the reason for that is because I actually met up with a fellow YouTuber. It was very exciting, actually. It's kind of cool when you meet somebody that you see online and we've, conversed. And it was just one of the coolest things. Because you see this person on, on the video and stuff, and we've had discussions, but to actually meet somebody, it was very, very cool. So the person I'm talking about, her channel name is Miss D, and I'll link her channel below. But we, converse through DM on our social media sites, and she had asked me whether she had an extra eyeshadow palette, and she was wondering if I wanted to have it at a discounted price. And I said, yes, I do. So the one I'm talking about is the Jaclyn Hill. It's the Volume 2 palette. Oh my goodness, you guys. I was all over that because I bought my first Morphe palette just a little while ago, maybe about a month ago. Yeah, I think it was about a month ago. And I really liked it. I had never had a Morphe palette before. So when she said I could have this one for a discounted price, I was like, oh my goodness, Dee, are you for real? This was just amazing. So I opened the palette up. So when I met up with her, and she lives in the city. I live out farther. So I drove in to see her and meet up with her. And it was very cool. It was very cool. But this is the palette. I'm sure I know a lot of people have it. So this isn't anything new for probably a lot of you, but it's new for me. But look at the shade range. And I said to her when we were talking, this will be the biggest palette that I've ever owned. All the beautiful eyeshadows, and oh my goodness, I've never had a huge palette like this before. So I am so thankful for her for this. Thank you very much, Dee. And what I wanted to do when I actually started looking at all the colors, and I became inspired. I was trying to think of a bunch of video ideas, and because I'm on holidays this week, so I'm trying to do a bunch of bulk videotaping. But when I actually started looking at the colors, and I just kind of went, I'm gonna do a bronzy, a summer look, because it's such a beautiful day out today. I'm looking outside right now. It's so beautiful and sunny out, and we've had so much rain here lately. So we've had about 3-4 days now of sunshine, so it's been really nice. But I just wanted to use a lot of these, look at this. This is total sunshine over here. This is some gold pigmentation. We've got some yellow. All of these ones here just scream a bronzy look to me. So I was totally, I want to do a bronzy look. And that's kind of what inspired me today. And I also wanted to use this as soon as possible because we just met up at the beginning of the week. So it's Wednesday today. And yeah, I just thought it was so very, very cool. So I want to get started on it. The first thing I'm going to do, because I'm sure with Morphe from my last Morphe palette, it didn't have a lot of fallout, but I just want to make sure that I'm not getting a lot of fallout because these are some of the brighter colors I'm going to be using. So I'm going to use my tape hack where I'm just trying to get a bunch of the residue off the tape right now, or else it just sticks to your eye and tugs on your eye. Okay, so the tape is on. And I want to just put a little bit of concealer to use as my primer. I did pick up an actual eyeshadow primer, or an eyelid primer, but I don't want to use it on this video. I want to use it on another video. So for today, I'm just going to use concealer, and that just helps the eyeshadow stay in place, and it also helps so the eyeshadow isn't going to get all creasy. Okay, eyes are prepped now. So what I want to do is first go in with this shade right here. It's called Perfectionist. And I'm going to use that as my transition shade. And I'm just going in with, this is a Pro Fusion brush, so I'm just going to go in with that one. And that'll keep popping off because I took a lot of the residue off. But that's okay. So that is a really pretty shade, and I love the formulation. And I honestly don't know how this is going to turn out. I'll be honest. I'm just kind of winging it today, playing with some makeup. I did go ahead and I already did my eyebrows off camera. And today's look is going to be a combination of some drugstore and also some higher end products. Some of them will be new. You haven't seen them on my channel before. And yes, I know I'm a little late to the game when it comes to Morphe and especially this palette. I actually didn't even look to see when this first came out, the Volume 2 palette. I know it was a while back, but you know what? Better late than never. So I'm taking it right up, that color right up to the brow bone. So next we're going to go in with this shade right here. It's called Comfort Zone. And what else I like about this palette when I was looking at it is there is like so many like matte shades, and there's like a few shimmer shades as well. And then there's ones that are strictly like a pigment shade. So those are going to be your glittery ones. So oh my goodness, I can't wait. Can't wait to we're going to get into some glitter. And I'm just trying to darken this outer area up, and I'm going to run it along in my crease. I think I'll go in with a darker shade just because it's a more of a chocolate brown, like a milk chocolate brown. Okay, so far I am really impressed with how well they're blending, and the actual colors, they look amazing. Like, it looks beautiful. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here. That's called G Money, and I'm going to concentrate that right on the outer edge. And taking about halfway into my crease. And let me know in the comments below how many of you guys have this palette. And when I looked on the Sephora website, it retails for about $50. So it's not, when you look at the price, that really isn't a bad price for such a nice palette. I mean, there is quite a number of other brands out there, higher end brands, that the quality just isn't as good. And they're like in the $60, $70, $80 range. And it's like, I don't think I can put that much money out on those type of palettes. And I'll go in with this shade right here. It's called, standing my glasses. Flawed and Odd. That one right there. It's like a goldie. Ooh, let's see how this is going to turn out. Okay, so that's nice. All right, so we're going to be a little daring. I don't know how this is going to turn out, so just, laugh with me if we have to. This is called No Joke, and I want to go in with some yellow. I don't know. Let's go see how this is going to turn out. Oh my goodness. As I'm tapping it off, there is yellow going all over my table here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, that's okay. Oh, that is very pretty. But doesn't this give you like total sunshine vibes? It's just kind of muting down that tan color. These are extremely pigmented. My goodness. All right, so what I'm going to do next is I want to use some of the pigmented, because that's enough, I think, eyeshadow that I have going on here. And I want to put a little bit of glitter on my lids. So I think there's two really nice pigmented shades. This is called Ride or Diamonds, that one there. And then there's also one called Talia, which is that one right there. So I think I'll first go in with the Ride or Diamonds and see how that works. And if not, then I'll go in with the other one. But I'm just going to use my finger, because usually these colors will apply better. Oh my goodness, look at that. They apply better with your fingers. Oh my goodness. And I'm just concentrating it on the center and right up to the lash line. That turned out amazing. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love the pigmentation. So I'm going to go in with just this is just an e.l.f. Blending brush. And I want to just kind of blend this out here where I've put that glitter. But this will be awesome, like when you're opening and closing your eyes, it's totally focusing on your center of your eye. Wow, I am very impressed with this palette. This is unbelievable. And the looks, look at some of the, I can't wait to play with it some more. You'll see it on my channel lots of times, but look at these colors in here. Like, you can play with so much stuff. So I think I've done with it enough with the eyes, and now I'm going to just want to do a little bit of eyeliner. And so I decided, because brown is going to be more of a bronzier look. So this is just my infallible Longwear eye pencil, and it's just in the shade brown. And I'm going to concentrate that just on the outer edge here. And I'm just trying to get it as close to the lash line as I can. And I'm just going to use a Real Techniques. This is a angle, like a flat angle brush, just to kind of soften the edges up. Okay, so now that I've done both eyes, I softened up the line just a little bit, and I also just took the tape off. But there is, the only fallout that I have is from the glitter. So I just want to clean that all up before I start putting on my foundation and the rest of the makeup. All right, so next we're going to start on the face, and because I want this to be more of a brightening, glowing, dewy kind of look, we're going to go in with the Revlon Prime Plus. And this is the Brightening and Skin Tone Evening one. And I just put a little bit on the back of my hand first, and I'm just going to dab it on that way. This has fast become one of my favorite primers. It really does even out my skin tone, and it really brightens up your complexion. So for the face, I'm going to use two products to kind of give me that glowy look that I'm looking for. So first I'm going to go in with my Nars. This is the Tinted Glow Booster. And I have this in the shade Light Kalvoya. And I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Dream Urban Cover foundation. I have this in the shade 120. But I'm going to mix the two together. And I like that foundation because it's really lightweight for the summertime. It says it's a full coverage. I still have yet to kind of build it up to a full coverage. I think it's more of like a medium coverage myself. And so I just put a couple of pumps of the Glow Booster, and I shake the foundation up, and I'm going to put the foundation right beside that. Like that. And I'm going to mix the two together with my sponge. And then I just start applying that all over the face. And this gives just a really nice coverage. Doesn't feel heavy. It still lets my natural skin poke through. But see how it just gives me a nice luminous glow. And I love the combination of the two. It looks really nice on the skin. It doesn't look too luminous, but definitely a bit of a glow there. And the foundation, it does have some SPF protection in it. It says it has 50, like SPF 50, but you would have to use a lot of this for it to get any sort of protection from it. So I still use a sunscreen, even though this has it in it. I still use sunscreen under my, before I put the foundation on. For concealer today, because I want a bit of a lighter under eye, we're going in with the Superstay. This is the full coverage under eye concealer. And I have this in the shade Light. And I did use that primer under my eye as well. And I'm going to run this along just up here a little bit where I still can see a little bit of purple poking through. And we're just going to highlight and use the sponge to blend it all in. But I do like this concealer. It really does give you full coverage. And I'm just going to, for the rest of it, I'm going to go in with my ring finger and try and just get this little inner part here. See how it just, it's a great one. This color, I love that color because it is very brightening under the eyes. I do want to set the concealer under my eyes, so I'm going to go in with the NYX HD finishing powder. And I'm putting a tiny bit under my eye. I don't want to have it look too powdery. I still want this to be like radiant looking and that glowy look. So I'll set a little bit of the powder, but not a lot. I'm not doing my entire face. And I like that concealer. It's really great. It's one of the few concealers that it doesn't get all the settling in my fine lines under here. So I really, really like that one. So this is a new product for me, but I know it's not new to like the brand. But I found this in the store and it was on clearance. So I think this came out, I'm going to say last year. I think like last summer it was like a special promotion kind of thing. But it's the L'Oreal, the Havana, the Camila, Cabello whole line. I know there was a bunch of products. I saw it at the time, but I didn't bother with it. And then when I was just browsing in the store the other day and I happened to see this on clearance, and I'm like, nah, let's give it a try. This is the Sunlit Bronzer, and I have this in light medium. So I haven't tried it yet. Let's give it a try. I'll first swatch it for you guys and see what this looks like. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, that is so pretty. Can you see? Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Okay, so I don't, I may have to use a brush with this one. I've never had, oh, look at that. That is going to look so pretty. So it is a liquid bronzer, and I don't think I've actually ever had a liquid bronzer before. So what I'll do is I'm going to, again, put this on the back of my hand. Ooh, that may be too much. And I'm going to use a brush to put it on. I'll use just like a foundation brush. I don't know, this might turn out not good. I don't know. Okay, well, let's give this a try. Oh, I'm glad I just got the light medium. Holy smokes, this is really dark. I didn't think it was going to be this dark. Well, it feels really nice on the skin. Okay, so that looks really nice. Yeah, I'm surprised. I've never had a liquid bronzer before. I don't know if a lot of companies make liquid bronzers. They're usually like a powder form. But yeah, that turned out. That looks really nice. I'm really impressed. That's nice, especially because as you know, mature skin, they do recommend trying more, like using more liquids and creams on your skin. I still, you know, like my powders, but they do help, you know, last and not settle so much into your fine lines and creases. So I am going to take just a tiny bit more, and I will use this to bronze the rest of my face up. Still using that brush, and I will just do it like as almost like a stippling effect. Wow, that's really pretty. And I like the shade. Like, it's not too brown looking. And I'm just using whatever's on the back of my hand, like left on it, and I will just kind of do under my jawline. So I am really impressed with how that bronzer turned out. It's a bit of like a little bit of illuminating, but a lovely, lovely bronzer. And then I'm going to go in with just like a regular bronzer as well, just to kind of do more contouring around my forehead and just kind of down in this area here. So we're going to use the Rimmel Natural Bronzer. And I have this in the shade 022 Sun Bronze. And what I like about this one, because it's matte, so the matte, whenever you do some kind of contouring, you should use a matte bronzer, nothing with like a shimmer in it. And very light hand, I'm just putting it right where I put that other bronzer. And I'm glad I have long hair, because something I've discovered when I lift my hair up is I have, now my grays are starting to batch. I'm calling it batching. Like, look at this whole little club here they've got going. So annoying. And I'm just going to kind of contour down here along my jawline and on my nose. I always try and put bronzer where the sun would naturally hit your face, but we are talking bronzy today, so that is why I'm going a little overboard on the bronzer. And I am going to go in with some bronzer. So I'm using the Nars, and this is the iconic Orgasm shade. But I wanted to use this one just because it has really nice light reflecting particles in it, and I think that will really enhance the bronzy, glowy look. But I'm just going to put a tiny bit on, not a lot, and I'm just going to dab it on. I'm not going to use it as a brush stroke, but again, that's just going to give you that illuminating look, and it's just a nice color to go along with the bronziness. So before we finish off the rest of the face, I want to go back in and do my like under my eyes. So we're going to dip back into the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to use a few of those shades that I used earlier. I'm going to use those under my eyes. And I'm going to use that really glittery one that I used earlier. I'm going to use that and see how that looks under the eyes. Sometimes it shows up, sometimes it doesn't. When you use like a glitter under your eyes. And just make sure you don't get it in your eyes. It's not good to get the shimmery shades in your eyes. Okay, so I finished off my bottom lash line and put mascara on. I also threw on some false lashes, and I didn't want to do it on camera because I did a whole first impression video on the product, but I used the Falscara. This is my second time using it. So the second time it was a little bit easier for them to be applied. Still not like quick how they show it in the demonstration video, of course, but it went quicker. So I'm going to try and use this product more because I really do like how it makes my eyes look like I have lash extensions. And I really, really like that because I don't want to go out and get lash extensions. They are a pain in the butt from what I've heard. I've had some friends wear them and it just sounds like a really expensive, tedious process. So I'd rather do this and do it kind of myself. So, but I do like the look of them. They look really pretty. So we're going to finish off the face now and I'm going in with a new product. So this is from Fenty Beauty. I don't think, have I had Fenty Beauty on my channel before? I don't know if I have, actually. I can't remember. But this is the highlighter I'm going in with. So one side, it's a duo. One side, so the whole thing is called Killawatt. And it is Mean Money on one side and Hustla Baby on the other side. So really pretty shades. I can swatch them for you. So that one is the Mean Money. And this one is the Hustla, what did I say? Hustla Baby. So really pretty shades. I think I'm going to go in because we really want a bronzy look today. I think I'm going to use this side, which is more of the shimmery highlighter. They're both beautiful, like both sides are beautiful. And this is more of a goldy tone to the highlight. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. That is stunning. Oh my, wow, that is very pretty. This actually reminds me, now that I'm looking at the really goldy tone and how nicely it applies, it reminds me of the Physicians Formula one that I have. That nice goldy colored one I have. Oh my, look at that. Oh, you guys. Wow. That blows me away. So pretty. Okay, now we definitely got some bronzy stuff going on here. And we'll put it down my nose as usual. Cupid's bow. Oh my goodness. Can you see that? Oh boy. That's stunning. And then I'm just going to take my little brush and I want to do the inside corner. I was so happy when I could get some Fenty Beauty stuff. That applies beautifully. And I'm just going to run some right under my eyebrow. Because we're going to go like all out today with the bronzy. So we're going to go in with the lips now. So I'm using my Clarins lip liner. This is just in the shade Nude Fair. Really pretty lip liner. Really soft. So I just go ahead and I fill in my whole lip with the lip liner. And then because I have a more of a bolder eye going today, I just want to keep the lips really neutral. Again, trying to keep with the theme of the bronzy look. So I'm using my L'Oreal. This one is called Coconut Plump and it's in the shade 107. Just a really pretty nude shade. It has a hint of like a gloss in it. But this is the one that actually makes your lips tingle. Surprisingly, I've never had that with a lipstick before. The first time I tried it, it kind of surprised me because I'm used to it with lip glosses that you can get like the plumping lip glosses, but from a lipstick, and so I didn't quite know what to expect. Now, even though there is a bit of a sheen to this, I do want to go in and I'm going to use a little bit of lip gloss today. So I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty. This is the Glass Bomb, and I have this in the shade Diamond Milk. It's just like a crystal clear formula. And I'm just going to put it in the center of my lips. It's not sticky at all, and it smells really, really nice. So I hope you like the look. I think it turned out really, really nicely. I'm very impressed with a bunch of the products. First and foremost, the eyeshadow palette is absolutely stunning. I can't thank Dee enough for helping me get this. It's just beautiful, and I can't wait to use some of these other shades. They're just awesome. Definitely one of the like such a beautiful, beautiful palette. Absolutely stunning. And then I'm also equally impressed with this bronzer. I can't believe I didn't know really what to expect from a liquid bronzer. I can't believe how well it has blended in, how it feels actually very hydrating, like especially when you were when I was putting it on, you can really feel it, how hydrating it is, and very lightweight feeling. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything on my face. So I really enjoyed that, and I'm stunned at this highlighter. This is a beautiful highlighter. I'm so glad. There is some new blushes that Fenty Beauty has out, and I want to try those. They look so beautiful. They're like a cream blush, so I really want to try those. And then I think a lot of the stuff you've already seen on my channel. I'm, still out on the lashes. I'm still debating, how well they work. I mean, they are very nice. I like how they look, but the ease of application still isn't 100%. So I'm just going to keep working on that. So this was a really fun look to create. I like doing different looks, and I like it when sometimes, I plan my videos, but I also like when I just come up with spur of the moment stuff, and especially I had to do something with this palette. It was just too good to be true. So I'm so thankful for the palette. And before you guys leave, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and make sure to hit that bell, and that way you're notified whenever I upload a new video. And make sure to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. So as always, everybody, I hope you have a great week and a great life, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Bye.